So I decided to do something different. I started to do an acoustic session. All right. And how did it all start? Well, as I said, we wanted to do. I wanted to do something different. Different from the normal concert or live concert recording and all that. So I started having a chat with Flo Rocker. Flo Rocker is my producer. So we started talking about what to do and how, because we wanted a different sound from what we normally have anyway. So we thought the acoustic session will work perfectly. So first of all, we thought, okay, where would be the best place to actually have it that will give us that sound and also that space to actually do what we want to do. So we thought, okay, Jerbot Productions would be a great place. That's managed by Jerby Jokoto. So we said, okay, we'll go with that venue. And then we had to now begin to think of the team of people that we're going to work with. So we thought, okay, I wanted a keyboardist. Well, I needed like two keyboardists because for two different songs. And I wanted somebody who were quite, I wanted a very mature sound. And also I wanted somebody who was quite very structured in what they did. So, and also somebody had people that I'd worked with before. I mean, I've worked with a lot of people, but I also wanted people that I'd worked with before. And people haven't worked with for a while, actually. But recently I worked with Henry Dachumo on Bethel Revival's song, Holla. And I wanted him to handle one of the songs that I wrote, actually two of the songs. And we worked on that together. I rehearsed with Henry. We did our rehearsals together. It was actually great fun actually working with Henry. He gave so much input on how to arrange some of the lyrics and all that. So he was really good. It was a great help. So Henry worked on some of the songs with me. So I rehearsed with him on that. And then the other person who I got to play keys was David Brew. And I wanted him because of his classical background. And he has a classical background. And I wanted him to play the hymns. I then wanted something a bit different. So as I said, it's an acoustic session, which we didn't have any drums. We only had percussions. We had percussions and guitars. So on guitars, we had Nanado. And on percussions, we had James Nana on the percussions. And these guys were awesome. I remember I think we had one rehearsal session. And they were fantastic. By the time we went away, they went away and Anado had come up and he had put a structure to everything. And, so they were great to work with. Even though that was my first time of meeting them. And actually, I actually got they were recommended to me by Jerby Jokoto from obviously Jerbot Productions. He recommended them and they were great. They did a great job. So those were for the instrumentalists, those who were playing instruments. Then we had then we had one particular song. I wanted one song that would have BVs and just keys. No, nothing else, just BVs, lead and keys. So that was I did that with so Naya Apari was like the vocal director on that. And then all the other, he also did BVs with Grace Charles, Finidi, Eduhima. We had Neo Ankama, and who else am I missing? I think that's it. Yes, there was about five of them on there. So they were the BVs. That's my team. I normally work with them anyway on other. So they were kind of the only kind of familiar faces from what I normally do, other things that I normally do musically. So they were on there. So we did this, and it was a really good production, working together from all the rehearsals with Henry, with David Brew, and with James and with Nanado. They were great rehearsals, and they're songs that I wrote a while ago. Some of the songs I wrote them a while ago. One of the songs that I wrote with the guitarist and the percussionist was actually I wrote it like 3 months before we actually did, 3 or 4 months before we actually did the project. So it actually came in just in time. So some of the songs on there are actually songs that I've written and they've been there for a while, but they lended themselves to something that's different, a different sound. So I wanted to see how would they sound with just guitars or just with piano. And that's what we did when I discussed with Flo Rocker. That's kind of what we talked about, a different sound. So that's what we came up with. And I can't wait for you guys to actually hear it. So it was a great time recording. And then we did a collaboration. I did a collaboration with on one of them with a female vocalist. So actually, this is how this conversation actually started. We wanted a female vocalist on one of the songs, and we were wondering. I was speaking to Flo Rock, and we're thinking, so who am I going to collaborate with on this, and also who haven't I done anything? Who haven't I sang with? And also not just who I haven't sang with, but also who will work. Who will be good for us, that will work together, that we can work together really well and fuse together really well. And Flo Rocker said, what about Efe Grace? And he says to me, have you ever worked with Efe Grace? I said, well, no, not really. Actually, I've not really worked with her. I've not really even spoken to her. I've heard her stuff. I've listened to her work. Yes. And I said, well, actually, yeah. I actually like her. I said, I like her work. So he said, yeah, let's do it. So I got in touch with her on Instagram, sent her a message on Instagram, and well, WhatsApp, and then we got talking, and next thing, we came for rehearsals, and that was it. So, and that was a great song. Now you need to hear that song with me and Efe Grace. Oh Lord, it's a powerhouse. Honestly, awesome. I loved all the songs actually. Doing the songs with Henry and the BVs was great. You know, he just goes into a time of worship. Doing the song with Efe Grace was just powerful. Doing the hymn medley with David Brew, just myself and David. On keys was just fantastic. You know, you just worship, and it's just I suppose you see the power of just voice, of just using some very basic instruments, which voice is one of them, and how you're able to interpret and bring things out. So it was a great recording. I actually enjoyed the entire process of recording. And then I know on the day we had a cinematographer for the day was Nana Bainey. I was a cinematographer for the day, and then obviously Flo Rocker was the overall producer for all that we were doing on the day. He was managing, organizing everything that we were doing, from the videography to how we're singing it, and And then I don't want to forget. There's one person I don't want to forget, and there's a gentleman called Didi Rhodes. Oh my God, Didi Rhodes he does all my color grading for actually most of my videos. He's done the color grading, and I can guarantee you, if you see this one, it's out of this world, as usual. Actually, out of this world as usual. So, so those are all the people that have worked on all the things that we did. So basically it's the acoustic sessions. Helen Yawson, the acoustic sessions, and I know that you're going to be blessed by every single song. Every single song is making a statement. Every single song is giving honor to God, is directing attention to God. So I know you're going to be blessed. We put together the best for you, and I know you're going to be blessed when you hear it and when you watch the videos. So I enjoyed it. It was a great production. So I really enjoyed it, and I actually can't wait for you to hear it and watch it.